You literally can't go anywhere in the country without running into a Subway. With the $5 foot longs and the quality subs that you can get within a few minutes, it's a no-brainer at this point. And you notice lately they've been adding different celebrities like Steph Curry, Serena Williams, and also Tom Brady to their commercials to be able to add more attention to their brand. But have you ever wondered how much it would cost to be able to start your own Subway? Let's talk about that in this video.
Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black.
What's going on, beautiful people? I'm Lando, success your favorite motivational teacher. The goal is for whenever you come to my page to leave knowing something that you didn't know before you came here. So let's get some housekeeping out the way. Make sure you press that like button, that subscribe button, share this video out to people that will help the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate it. With an act of appreciation for you guys doing that, I will show you a great picture of a turtle. Who do not love a turtle? So thank you. So here's the game plan for this video. First thing first, we're going to go through the application process so you can know how to apply if you ever want to get with the franchise. Next, we're going to learn about the company, such as how much money you can make, how much it costs to start one, what's the profits, what's the pros, what's the cons. I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you guys about it. And last but not least, we're going to do the Lando's franchise score. Whenever I do one of these videos about franchises, at the end, I do a franchise score so we can see if it's worth our time, worth investing, or worth doing it. So with that being said, let's go right over to the application. So what we're doing is going to subway.com, and you see it say find Subway, catering gift cards. It really don't show anything about franchising up here. So if you stroll down, everything look new, look clean, so you can tell they've been actively working on their website. And you stroll down, I'm still looking. I don't like, it's not easy, it's not accessible once you go on. So you see get to know us, then you see be the boss. So that's good. They have a lot of options to say own a Subway, franchise info, next step. Let's click this first one and see what happens. All right, make life what you want. Do you want to lead your own team, serve nutritious food, provide excellent customer service, request more info? So this is a bad sign. Whenever it say request more info, that kind of mean it's not going to give you any information besides this. Exactly what I expected. So let's try something else. Let's go back a little bit and you see franchise info. We click this, it say it's a new day for Subway restaurants, request more info. So this really means they are not going to give us any information. And this is terrible because you want to know what is the cost. You want to know what's going on. You want to see some videos. So I don't like this at all, to be honest. So I absolutely love this article by Mobile Cuisine. This gives you the best information that I have seen so far. So we're going to go off of this website right now. Say how much does it really cost to open a Subway in 2021? That's what we really want to know. Subway is one of the biggest American fast food franchises with international presence and boasts more than 43,000 locations worldwide. So that is good. The cost to open a Subway franchise is from $150,000 to $328,000. I like to go on the high side of things, so we're just going to say $300,000. So you're going to need $300,000 to open it up. Then it say you need $40,000 in liquid capital. That basically means you need $40,000 in cash, and you need a net worth of $300,000. That is not bad at all. You own a house. You got the net worth for it, so that's not bad. Subway do charge a franchise fee of $15,000 and also offer financing options. So that's not bad at all. You see they have it broken down right here where it's the $40,000, the $80,000 to $310,000, the total investment, the franchise fee. So we stroll down, we keep on reading. If you want to see the small costs, this is going to also have a breakdown. So they did a lot of research, but this is the part I wanted to cover. There are also weekly fees that the company charges each franchise. This amount can be about 12.5% of gross sales minus the sales tax. So it breaks down basically 8% go towards the franchise royalties and 4.5% go towards advertising, which is done by the parent company. So this much is getting taken out of your profit just off the top. So what everybody will want to know is the average sales. How much is the revenue? Subway don't put it out there publicly, But if you look at enough articles, each store is averaging right about $422,000. But for conversational purposes, we're just going to say $400,000. So each store is making $400,000. If you get you a franchise, it's making $400,000. Keep that number in your mind. Now it goes on to say, statistically speaking, most franchise make on average 7.5% of their annual sales, which come out to $31,000 profit. Yes, that's not a lot. That is not a lot of money. I know that's surprising to people. We'll break that down once I come back on video. How much profit does Subway franchise make each year? They really just said it. 30,000 doesn't seem like a lot because it really is not. What to consider before making that decision? You got the location. If you have locations in high traffic areas, you are more than likely going to get more traffic, more customers versus a location that's really not popping. Also, they like to talk about the fees. They say the fees don't sound like a lot, but it do add up, especially if you're in a bad location versus like a New York City, Midwest food costs. You got to think with the pandemic, food prices did skyrocket and they change. But with your system, you're offering a $5 footlong no matter what. So the price haven't went up and you can't charge different prices. So weapon if you're paying more money for food, but you still got to charge low prices, so that can cut into your profit. Staff. To make profits, you need dedicated staff members who are invested as much as you are. You know, good employees are hard to find, so they talk about some pros and cons, but we're going to talk about it ourselves. All right, so this a lot we need to unpack. Let's first talk about the pros and cons. I always like to start off on the good note, so we're going to start with some of the pros. First pro, in my opinion, is the price. I know it's not $10,000 like Chick-fil-A, but $300,000 is honestly not a lot for a franchise as big as Subway. So when you get older, you get enough money, it's actually not that bad. So I do like the price. Another pro is the brand. The brand of Subway is everywhere. It's not like you starting a new company and you got to promote it. If somebody see a Subway sign and they like Subway, they're just going to go to it. So it's an automatic, powerful brand once you invest into the company. Another thing I like about the company is very low maintenance and the inventory price. What I mean by low maintenance, whenever you go into a Subway, it's very simple. They have one bathroom, everything the exact same. They have the drinking area, they have chips, and they have subs and fresh salad. It's very easy and simple whenever you go into Subway. It's not that much you have to worry about. When I'm talking about the inventory, it's low cost, high return because you're buying tomatoes, you're buying bread, you're buying things that's actually not going to cost you too much. Now, if we go to some of the cons, the first thing that stand out is the lack of information. If you just want to get information about the company, it don't exist. It's not out there where you have to go online to find things about it versus they saying contact me. Say I don't have the money, but I want to get the information. I don't want nobody contacting me, calling me and harassing me and want to be in my finances. I just want to get some information. And that kind of sucks because they don't give you anything. The second and the most important thing is the profitability. The profits is bad because you're seeing you're making about $30,000. Now, when I was showing you guys the overview for you to break it down, because if you're making $400,000 gross altogether with the company, right? Then remember you got to pay 12%. 10% of that is going back towards Subway. So that's $40,000. Then you have to pay your employees. You have to get more food inventory. You got to worry about stuff that break down, anything outside of that. And, you know, to have good employees, you got to pay them. That's why they're saying the profit is close to $30,000. So that's not a lot of money for you to be a business owner of a Subway to only make $30,000. And you can do that literally working at McDonald's.
What you eating there, Billy? Is that Hungry Jack's, Billy?
They say the burgers are better at Hungry.
Come on! Sorry. Ron, this isn't a part of the script.
The last thing, in my opinion, Subway success is dependent on their location. Like they said in the article, location is really everything, because if you have a Subway in the airport, you have it in a busy area in a nice plaza, you're going to get automatic business, especially long as you run it well. But if you're only like in an industrial area, you only going to get the same customers every day that's coming on break. So you're limited on how much revenue you can bring in, completely depending on the location. And if you pick the best location, it's not going to be that 180,000 to 300,000. It's going to be at the max because the best location, you got to spend more money. So right now, let's do the Lando's franchise score where we talk about my overall thoughts about the company. The first thing first is the price. I give the price a C. It is right in the middle. It's not under $100,000, but it's not over $1 million. So it's not like you can get a Chick-fil-A, but you can't get a McDonald's. It's actually affordable to the average person, probably over 50, 60 years old that saved and did good with their money. The second thing is the application process. You guys seen in the beginning, it was hard to find on a website. You had to scroll down and it didn't give you any information. So I give the application process a D. The reason I didn't go all the way to E is because I was able to at least find something. Some websites you can't find something, but yeah, I definitely give it a D. The third thing is the controllability. When you invest in these franchises, you want to know how much control you have as an owner to be able to do your own thing. And really with Subway, you really don't have too much control when it comes down to like the menu or changing things up, because all Subway, I think nationwide, have probably the exact same prices just about. So unfortunately, I do give that a D also. I almost forget profitability. I actually gave that a D for obvious reasons. $30,000 is just not enough. The last but not least is the brand. I finally give them something good. I give them an A for the brand. When I see a Subway, I know I can go ahead and get my veggie sub. I can get it toasted. I can get my avocado. I can get my stuff. It is good and I usually have no problem with it. So if you add everything up, in my opinion, I give Subway, drum roll, overall a D. The reason I give it a D, because it costs $300,000 to start one. That's kind of in the middle. And then when you go down to the profits, making only $30,000 while you're only bringing in $400,000 revenue, is not worth it, in my opinion, for me to invest in one, because it's just really not enough money and you will be working hard. But I do like the low maintenance about it. In the comments, let me know, what is your thoughts on Subway? Did you expect the price to be this? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Would you ever invest in a Subway if you had the money? And also let me know in the comments, what is the next franchise you would love to see on this channel. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, I'm out.